Guys, in this video I'm going to answer a viewer's question. He recently emailed me and said, is the Philippines played out for men over 60? Stay tuned. Okay guys, so a viewer emailed me and he asked me a question. Is the Philippines played out for men over 60? Well, let's go ahead and read his full question and his full comment first here. He says, hey Gio, appreciate the boots on the ground intel from Southeast Asia. After watching your last live stream with Paul, I came across with the impression that the Philippines is quickly becoming played out as a retirement destination for men over 60. With the recent influx of Chinese money, digital nomads, and foreigners from many parts of the world driving up prices, I'm wondering how much longer the expat lifestyle will be sustainable in that part of the world. By the way, I'm not just talking about the dating. As Paul mentioned, he moved to the Philippines to reinvent himself, and dating was only one aspect of that. I've been researching Southeast Asia for the better part of a year now, and see things changing rapidly. Thailand and Vietnam are both examples. Anyway, I thought that since you've spent time in different parts of Southeast Asia, and especially the Philippines, you would have a better perspective. Thank you. So here's how I answered, and then we'll go into it a little more in detail, and I'll break it into three parts here. But I said, hi, I think it's slowly headed that way. Visas are changing in Thailand and Vietnam, making it more difficult to stay long term. Philippines has threatened to change their visa rules multiple times. Filipinos have much more options than ever and don't necessarily have to date older, so yes, it is changing. But there are still many Filipinas in the provinces that have no problem with age. Prices are going up, but overall, I'd much rather be here than in the West. So that was my reply. So let's break it down into three categories. The first one, visas. Thailand, yes, everybody knows the visas are changing with Thailand, making it much more difficult to stay long term. Vietnam, as of July, they are just doing the 30-day visas now. No longer are they doing the longer tourist visas. You can, however, come in with a business visa for 3 months, and if you're an American citizen, you can even do a 1-year business visa. Places like Cambodia are still pretty wide open for visas. But one of the things that attracts people to the Philippines is the fact that they speak English here and that the visas are very friendly and easily to do. And another country that speaks English is Malaysia. However, the visas are much more difficult and long-term visas are much more expensive. Recently, I checked into it and you have to have 90,000 in the bank account and have an equivalent of 2,400 US dollars coming in on a monthly basis. So that makes it out of reach for many of us expats, okay? So do I see things changing? Yeah, I do see some countries changing for sure. And could I tell you what's gonna happen in the future? I have no idea. Things change. If you were actually gonna marry a girl from the Philippines, then visa rules change. Everybody's scenario is going to be a bit different, but overall, yeah, things are changing. At some point, will Central America and South America be more popular again? I don't know. I can't foresee into the future. I can't see into the future, so who knows? Second part of it, are costs going up? Absolutely. Condos are more and more expensive all the time here in Davao and Cebu and Makati and Manila and Angeles. As more and more foreigners come in to live, it's going to get more expensive. That's just the way it is. However, cost of living is going up in the West at the same time. So overall, it's still a much cheaper option to live out here in Southeast Asia than it is back in the West. You know, what will happen in the future? I don't know. Again, I can't figure out what's going to happen in the future. Nobody knows for certain, but certainly things are changing and it is getting more expensive. But you can overall live a very inexpensive life. I'm living at about $1,000 a month, and I live pretty well. I eat out a lot. I travel. I pretty much do what I want. So last part of it is dating. Is dating changing? Absolutely. Again, Vietnam is kind of conservative. You don't have these large age gap relationships. Thailand, you can still have that, but is the woman with you really for love, or is it just money? Who knows? Cambodia, large age gap. In Cambodia, they have a funny rule. You can't marry over, if you're age 50 or over and you're a foreigner, you can't actually marry a Cambodian girl, which is kind of interesting. Other countries aren't really into the whole big age gap, and they're a little bit more conservative as well. Cambodia, Thailand, are the women better than the West? I still think so. Absolutely. And the Philippines is almost kind of like the last frontier. They really have no problem with the age gap. Is it changing? Yeah, I see it changing all the time, especially in places that are more populated with foreigners, like Cebu, Dumaguete, Angeles, Makati, Manila. A lot of the bigger cities are changing. The women have more and more opportunity to meet guys closer to their age, 30s or even 40s. Can a guy come out here over age 60 and still do quite well? Absolutely. Look at Paul in the Philippines, Old Dog, New Tricks. He's got a beautiful 30-something, I think 34-year-old girlfriend, and she's beautiful and she's sweet. And I know many guys out here that have young, beautiful girlfriends, and they just adore their guy. Now, with that being said, the girls are, recently I've noticed the girls are kind of looking for younger guys. I recently had a girl message me from Cebu, and she said, "Can you help me find a foreigner?" I said, "Sure. What are you looking for? 40s, 50s, 60s. What are you looking for?" She's like 30s, and she's 26. Now, previously, she might have been more open to 50s or 60s. I don't know, but she's probably seeing what's available. She probably has friends who are dating guys in their 30s, and she knows that she can probably meet a guy in her 30s now. Granted, there's a lot of downsides with guys in their 30s. They might not be as serious. They may not have stable income. They may not be able to stay here long term. They might only be here short term and then have to get back to the West. So there are a lot of downsides. So a lot of Filipinos still don't want to date the younger guys. They know this. They know they're not as serious. They know financially they may not have their act together. They know they might only be out here short term. So there's still a lot of downsides to that. So overall, Philippines being played out for men over 60? No, not at this point. I certainly don't see that. Will it happen in the future? Quite possibly it could. I don't know for sure. But in the bigger cities, yeah. If you go out to the provinces, I think it's still wide open. Most foreigners don't want to live in a deep province where, there's no Western amenities. There's no big shopping mall. There's no fast internet. There's not decent housing to get. So, again, Philippines played out for men over 60? No, I don't think so. I don't see it happening for a good 25, 30, who knows how many years. So, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this subject. Go ahead, comment down below. We'll have that discussion. Make sure before you travel with medical and travel insurance. You can sign up down below. Make sure you have a locked tote bag for security. You can click on the link down below. And if you guys need a one-on-one consultation, I'm available. Information down below. Patreon account for exclusive videos that you can't find on my YouTube channel for my dating and marriage workshop. Also down below. See you guys next time.